Uah.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
Erschreck uns doch nicht so.
It was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell so I wouldn't startle you.
I didn't notice there was a doorbell.
Says the man Milton had left in charge of an important investigation. So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right. Follow me. Boccherini had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of the law. He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
You're telling me that someone did all this armed with a teaspoon?
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more. Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me. Nothing.
Turns out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible. But you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccherini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
All yours.
Boah, irgendwie bin ich schon erleichtert, dass da jetzt niemand herinnen ist. Ich habe schon das Schlimmste befürchtet. Ja, weißt du irgendwas über Boccherini?
We've lost the only lead we had to help us find Sophia Capone.
You think Boccherini's murder could be related?
Maybe. It's hard to say. You're at a crime scene, and you sit down to read?
Titus Andronicus. One of the actors on the Hindenburg lent it to me. They're performing it soon. You couldn't ask for more appropriate reading material. Murder, mutilation, torture. Shakespeare's got it all.
Ist auf jeden Fall der beste Ort zum Lesen jetzt. Im Raum nebenan ist eine verstümmelte und gefolterte Leiche. Und er liest da einfach ganz bequem. Natürlich.
Why'd you go to jail?
For murder, but...
You didn't do it, of course.
Of course I did it. But I didn't intend to.
Ja, das macht's natürlich viel besser. Ein Koffer. Ja, ich hätte gesagt, wir stecken das einfach einmal ein und spazieren fröhlich nach draußen, als wäre nichts gewesen.
Jesus, there's at least $1 million here.
Boccherinis?
I'd be surprised. Probably his guests, and I doubt it was to pay Boccherini for his services. None of his forgeries are worth that much.
Wem gehört das Geld? Es ist eine Menge Geld, 1 Million ungefähr. Und es gehört nicht Boccherini. Es ist keine Bezahlung für ihn, das wäre viel zu viel. Vielleicht hat das was mit seinem Besuch zu tun. Ein Brief.
Carlo, I have the goods for OB, but I have to take the children to school tomorrow and I can't make the meetup. Friday, same time, same place. It's signed NI.
These initials are getting to be a pain in the ass, right?
I have to take the kids to school tomorrow. I don't think this is some loving divorced daddy, Milton.
I take back what I just said.
Die Kinder. Ja gut, die Kinder, die gefangen sind, werden wohl kaum zur Schule gehen.
The driver's license of one John Martinson and Osmond Burke. OB.
Do we know him?
The eldest son of the richest family in Vermont, convicted rapist. He was arrested thanks to the testimony of his father, who wound up disinheriting him. He escaped from prison last week. He broke into the family home and slit the throats of all his relatives one by one, opened the safe and got away with a fortune.
They don't make jails like they used to.
Ja, du musst es ja wissen.
Up, isn't it?
Entschuldigung. Oh Gott. Y. Quicktime Events. Nein. 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 Oh Gott. Wer ist das? Oder was ist das? Oh Gott. Oh nein. Ich hab mich verdippt. Ach du Scheiße. Ich war jetzt gerade so bequem. Ich habe mich da bequem hingesetzt. Und war entspannt und dann sowas. Oh Gott. Das dürft ihr doch nicht machen, Leute. Oh. Ich muss aufpassen. Oh. Hilf uns doch. X. B. A. B. X. A. Jetzt reicht's dann aber schon langsam. Y, komm. Oh Gott. Ah. Alter. Was? Es geht weiter? Nein. Super Idee, genau neben's Messer. Wow. Größter Detektiv. Y. Ah.
Get out of my way, I said! He's coming back!
Who's coming back?
Him! The monster!
The guy who killed Boccherini?
He was a monster! Oh, get your hands off me, Negro!
What was he like? Describe him for me.
It was a monster. Red and black. I mean, his head reached the ceiling. He tore off his hands with his claws. It was a monster! A monster!
Should I hit him again?
Ach komm.
You're Osmond Burke, right?
Yes.
Good. Now pay attention, Burke, because I have a question for you.
Ach, das ist der Oscar Burke. Das war der OB, Oscar Burke. Das war der Besucher, oder zumindest dem hat das Zigarettenkastel gehört. Der Koffer mit dem Geld, die Notiz oder die Dokumente. Ich frage nochmal was über die Notiz.
Who wrote this note?
Nikolai Ivankov.
Rings a bell.
One of Capone's right-hand men 20 years ago. What does this stuff about kids mean?
I don't know.
Calm down, Burke. You were going to meet up with him, right?
Yes, yeah, at the docks, berth 42, right next to where the alligator 3 is moored.
So what's the meetup time?
Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? No, it's going to be tonight. Don't get too comfortable. We'll be there in no time.
Er hat gesagt, ein Monster. Es war ein Monster. Der Kopf bis zur Decke. Ich weiß jetzt natürlich nicht, ob der die Wahrheit sagt oder ob der das einfach nur gedichtet hat, aber ein Monster. Wo bringen wir ihn hin? Ins Lokal? Wieso sollten wir ihn ins Lokal bringen? Nein. Ins Krankenhaus könnte er sicher gebrauchen, aber nein. Als erstes einmal zur Polizei, natürlich.
The cops in Santa Esperanza aren't as straight as the cops in Vermont. Even so, I think they'll be delighted to see you at the station.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Ness. I have to take him to Alphonse.
Out of the question. I know his temper. He'll beat him to a pulp.
Listen, if the missing girl was your granddaughter, you wouldn't forgive me if I didn't let you see the only suspect who could lead us to her.
Okay.
Shucks.
Ich glaube, der hat jetzt so richtige Probleme. Ah, die Witze immer. Bei Anbruch der Dunkelheit. Das Diner.
Eliot?
Ah, Delphine.
Oh, thank God you're here. The lights were off, so I thought that... I'm sorry. I got out of the hospital late, then I went to the station to pick up Jim's check, and when they told me... I'm scared.
Of what?
What are you drinking?
Ja, wir haben nur Wasser getrunken. Saft. Wasser. Ja, Saft. Wir haben nur Saft getrunken, keinen Whisky. Ich habe gesagt, trink keinen Alkohol, also Saft.
It's only juice. Juice and nothing else.
Breathe on me. You heard me. I'm sorry. It hasn't been a good day.
What's happened?
No! You knew!
Knew about what?
What's that gun doing there?
Ja. Sollen wir die Wahrheit sagen? Wir können ja eh nur die Halbwahrheit sagen. Aber ich glaube, wir sollten sie ja auch erst einmal verheimlichen.
I'd love to tell you, but I can't. It's better you don't get involved.
You know, don't you?
No, I don't know. And if you keep up the guessing games, I'll never know.
He's back.
Who?
Him. I don't know why it still surprises me, but it's incredible that you were such a good detective, and yet you've never been able to understand people. Capone got out of jail.
Where'd you hear that?
Chief Jenkins.
Chief Jenkins? The same guy who said he was going to clean up Santa Esperanza, right? In that case, you can rest assured Capone just put on his striped pajamas, and in 4 minutes' time, he'll be snoring in his cell.
Eliot, what if it's true? If he's out, what's the first thing he's going to do? Who does he hate more than anyone?
Ja, einfach mal Alter. Überlegenheit. Jury.
Let him come. He'll find the fastest waiter in Santa Esperanza. Before he can pull his gun, I'll have him dead drunk.
Please, Eliot, don't joke. You're the only part of Jim's life that I have left. If you put yourself in danger, Please, no. But thanks.
Oh, sie hat unsere Wunde entdeckt. Wir haben uns in der Küche geschnitten. Naja, das ist nicht so... Ich weiß nicht. So schaut kein Schnitt aus der Küche aus im Normalfall. Boxen. Mafioso, Boxen. Sagen wir einfach Boxen.
My hand? One of my customers. He's a boxer and we got to throwing some punches, for old time's sake.
What's going on, Eliot? We're closed.
Can you wait outside for a couple of minutes, Milton?
Sure, of course. Although, I'm sorry to say, but we're short on time.
Eliot.
Ich glaube, wir bleiben erst einmal bei Delphine. Der Fall kann warten.
I said a couple of minutes, Milton.
It's all right. Goodbye, Eliot. You can use that couple of minutes to teach this gentleman some manners.
No, and it's none of your business.
Sorry to butt in. I've brought your rapist costume for the party. Seriously, you're not...
No, she's the wife of a friend who died in the line of duty, Jim Dockers.
Alphonse told me about him.
Your Alphonse killed him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Ness. Although he's not the same man he was. Anyway, isn't the deal with marriage until death do us part?
It's not that simple. There are other factors.
Ja, Freundschaft auf jeden Fall.
Delphine and I have been friends a long time, and I don't have many friends. I can't risk losing her.
Right. So you like her, but you don't have the nerve.
Oh yeah? What would you do?
Women have never been one of my priorities.
I'm sorry.
Forget it.
Was?
You screwed Alphonse good, didn't you?
I don't think he holds it against me this far down the line. He's a new man now, right?
Did you enjoy it?
Naja, es ist immerhin unsere Pflicht gewesen.
I'm a cop. Correction, I was a cop. You do the job you're given. End of story.
I hear you. But you didn't finish the next job they gave you. Did they find those kids?
No. How do I look?
Like the invisible man in the movie. No one's gonna buy it.
Take it easy. Everything's going to work out fine.
Das will ich einmal hoffen.
Try not to fall into the void.